Those in favor may say aye. Those against may say no. I think the ayes have it. The ayes have it. The leave is granted. The minister may now introduce the bill.
Madam, I introduce the bill.
Finance Minister Arun Jaitley tables Budget 2017, announces rewards for the honest taxpayers and cuts tax outgo by half for people who have the income below 5 lakh rupees. Moreover, no major tax breaks announced. And some tax relief for real estate sector. Affordable housing gets infrastructure status. Home buyers get capital gain SOPs. Builders get tax relief on unsold inventory. Finance Minister also redefines affordable housing based on carpet area. Win for Magic Bricks Now campaign. Rail safety in focus this budget finally. Rail Sangraksha Fund to be set up with a corpus of 1 lakh crore rupees over 5 years. Women's safety, however, gets the short shrift. No separate allocation to secure citizens for women despite public outcry. And now a budget shocker. Renting your home could get costlier as the centre is all set to impose TDS payable on rent above 50,000 a month. I'm Aishwarya Paliwal. On to our continuous coverage of the Budget 2017. And our focus remains the middle class and what you got post the first demonetization budget. Now, the ground report suggests that Budget 2017 has failed to woo the middle class Indian who's feeling left out as no major tax breaks were announced. While taxpayers welcome the reduced income tax from 10% to 5% for people having the income between 2.5 lakh to 5 lakh rupees, activists and citizens are concerned about the omission of any initiative or funding for women's safety. The major takeaway remains the cut in the income tax first slab.
I therefore propose to reduce the existing rate of taxation for individual assessees between the income 2.5 lakhs to 5 lakhs to 5% instead of the present rate of 10%. This would reduce the tax liability of all persons below rupees 5 lakhs income either to zero with a rebate or 50% of their existing liability. In order not to have any duplication of benefit, the existing benefit of rebate available to the same group of beneficiaries being reduced to 2,500 available only if to the assessees with income up to 3.5 lakhs. While taxation liability of people with income up to 5 lakhs is being reduced to half, all other categories of taxpayers in the subsequent brackets will also get a uniform benefit of 12,500 per person. The total amount of tax foregone on this account of measure is therefore 15,500 crores. In order to make good some loss of revenue on account of this relief, I propose to levy a surcharge of 10% of tax payable on this category of individual whose annual taxable income is between 50 lakhs and 1 crore. The existing surcharge of 15% on people earning more than 1 crore will continue. This is likely to give me an additional revenue of rupees 2,700 crores.
Moving on to the real estate sector now, where there is cheer for the home buyer. Now, the Finance Minister has proposed the infrastructure status for affordable housing. Moreover, home buyers get capital gain SOPs, while developers get relief on unsold inventory.
We propose to facilitate higher investment in affordable housing, and affordable housing will now be given infrastructure status, which enables those projects to avail the associated benefits. The National Housing Bank will refinance individual housing loans of rupees 20,000 crores in 2017 and 18. Thanks to the surplus liquidity created by demonetization, the banks have already started reducing their lending rates, including those for housing. In addition, interest subvention for housing loans has been announced by the Honorable Prime Minister. we propose to facilitate higher investment in affordable housing, and affordable housing will now be given infrastructure status, which enables those projects to avail the associated benefits. The National Housing Bank will refinance individual housing loans of rupees 20,000 crores in 2017 and 18. Thanks to the surplus liquidity created by demonetization, the banks have already started reducing their lending rates, including those for housing. In addition, interest subvention for housing loans has been announced by the Honorable Prime Minister.
While developers and industry leaders welcome Finance Minister Arun Jaitley's initiatives this budget, here's a shocker for all of you who are living in rented homes. Your rents are set to increase. Now that's the word coming in from experts. Centre is in fact set to impose TDS payable on rent of over 50,000 a month. This was in fact applicable only for commercial properties.
If an individual is leasing a house and taking it on and paying rent, then the tenant has to deduct 5% withholding tax and deposit with government, which means that the income or the rental income would either suffer 5% withholding tax, or commercially it may so happen that the landlord may pass on the 5% tax cost and embed it into rent. So this is the new change which has come in the budget, where withholding 5% tax on rental income is going to now become mandatory.
After the Finance Minister tabled the budget, it was the Prime Minister who addressed the nation, and he hailed this year's budget by terming it complete and visionary. He congratulated the Finance Minister for presenting a उत्तम budget.
इस बजट में हाईवे भी बने, हाईवे भी बढ़े, दाल के दाम से लेकर डेटा की स्पीड तक, रेलवे के मॉडर्नाइजेशन से लेकर के सरल इकोनॉमिक निर्माण करने की दिशा में, शिक्षा से लेकर के स्वास्थ्य तक, उद्यमी से लेकर के उद्योग तक, टेक्सटाइल मैन्युफैक्चरिंग से लेकर के टैक्स रिडक्शन तक, हर किसी के सपने को साकार करने का ठोस कदम इस बजट में साफ साफ नजर आता है। यह बजट कृषि क्षेत्र, ग्रामीण क्षेत्र, सामाजिक कल्याण, इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर, इन सभी क्षेत्रों में एक विशेष ध्यान आकर्षित करता है। निवेश बढ़ाने और रोजगार के नए अवसर पैदा करने की दृष्टि से सरकार की जो प्रतिबद्धता है वो इस बजट में साफ साफ नजर आती है। इन योजनाओं के लिए आवंटन में भी बहुत बढ़ोतरी की गई है। सरकारी निवेश को मजबूती देने के लिए रोड और रेल सेक्टर के लिए भी आवंटन में काफी वृद्धि की गई है। ये बजट ग्रामीण के साथ साथ शहरी इलाकों में भी हाउसिंग सेक्टर को मजबूती प्रदान करने वाला है। रेलवे के बजट में एक बात पर विशेष बल दिया है और वो है रेलवे सेफ्टी फंड। इस फंड की मदद से रेलवे सुरक्षा पर पर्याप्त धनराशि खर्च करने में मदद मिलेगी। बजट में रेलवे और रोड इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर के कैपिटल एक्सपेंडिचर में काफी बढ़ोतरी कर दी गई है। डिजिटल इकोनॉमी के लिए जो कॉम्प्रिहेंसिव पैकेज दिया गया है उससे टैक्स चोरी की संभावनाएं कम होगी और अर्थव्यवस्था में काले धन के प्रवाह पर नियंत्रण संभव होगा।
This is historic in the backdrop of demonetization, where there was some temporary effect of little slowdown, but still no allocation has been reduced to any sector. 25% increase in capital expenditure. That's the highlight. Second is, in the backdrop of world economy slowing down, still our economy is moving forward. Third is the finance minister tried to make the taxation system more transparent and then less cumbersome, simple, and he invited people to join the tax net to widen it in large numbers and to lessen the burden on honest taxpayers. That is also one of the central themes of this budget. And thirdly, the focus is, as said by the Prime Minister, Gaam, Garib, Kisan, Mazdoor, Mahila, Yuva and Madhyam Varg.
ये बजट एक और तो गांव और किसानों का बजट है, दूसरी ओर स्टार्टअप के जरिए युवा प्रोफेशनल्स के लिए बहुत सारी संभावना तराशने वाला बजट है। इनकम टैक्स में रियायत के द्वारा मध्यम वर्ग को बहुत बड़ा फायदा दिलाने वाला बजट है। हाउसिंग के अंदर जो रियायतें दी गई हैं, इससे अपने घर का सपना काफी मध्यम वर्ग और निम्न मध्यम वर्ग के लोगों का समाप्त पूरा हो सकेगा। और सबसे बड़ी बात, 2014 में हमने जो कहा था कि हम राजनीति के अंदर से काले धन के दुष्प्रभाव को नेस्त नाबूद करेंगे, ट्रांसपेरेंसी लाएंगे, पारदर्शिता लाएंगे। उस वादे को आज प्रधानमंत्री जी ने देश की जनता के सामने एक नई योजना रखकर पूरा किया है।
And as expected, the opposition was unhappy with Budget 2017, said no focus on job creation or railways.
ये गलत बात है। आज तक कभी शायद ऐसे नहीं हुआ था कि किसी भी चुनाव के पहले बजट पेश किया गया। तो ये तो चुनावी जुमले इसमें भी हो सकते, और लगातार हर साल बजट पेश करने की आवश्यकता क्यों पड़ती है आपको? पिछले साल जो कुछ हुआ, कितने कामयाब हो गए आप उसमें? और क्या पिछले बजट में आपने किया था ऐलान कि हम डिमोनेटाइजेशन करेंगे? जिक्र किया था कभी? तो ऐसे बहुत सारी बातें होते हैं कि बजट तो बजट होता है, बीच में आपकी मनचाही बात आप कर सकते हो, कह सकते हो, और क्या इसीलिए आपको बहुमत चाहिए? नहीं, मैं तो मान रहा हूं, हमारे सांसदों ने उनको एक लेटर दिया है और उसमें हमने कहा है, मांग की है, इनकम टैक्स की जो लिमिट है वो बढ़ाएं। आज मैंने पढ़ा कि 3 लाख तक वो करना चाहते हैं, मैं तो कहता हूं 5 लाख तक होनी चाहिए।
On the fundamentals, the main issue facing India today is jobs and how India is going to solve the job problem. On that, absolutely nothing. No vision, no idea. So for farmers, absolutely nothing. Basic misunderstanding of what Narega is. So no, we were expecting some fireworks. We got a bit of a damp squib.
This budget has again been high on rhetoric and low on delivery. While there are many grandiloquent pronouncements which have been made, but the fundamental reality that the economy needs to grow, jobs need to be created, private sector investment needs to be incentivized. All these three things are completely missing from the budget. Moreover, the budget numbers don't seem to add up because there is a huge expansion in government spending on various schemes, especially pertaining to rural infrastructure. Now, if there is going to be that level of government spending, then how does the finance minister actually plan to keep the fiscal deficit under check? There seems to be a complete contradiction between the two.
बजट में ऐसा कोई महत्वपूर्ण विषय नहीं है और जिसकी प्रशंसा किए जाए। छोटे मोटे जो भी कंसेशन वो दिए हैं अपने नजर से वो कुछ किए हैं, लेकिन जो बहुत बड़ा तबका किसान है, कर्जा माफ का उसमें कोई ये नहीं है, और बहुत से लोग छोटे मोटे व्यापारी हैं, उनके कर्जे के लिए उनके लिए जो सहूलतें होना चाहिए था वो सिर्फ मुद्रा बैंक का वो कह रहे हैं, लेकिन आजकल बैंक में पैसा भी नहीं है, कैश भी नहीं है और उसका इंतजाम भी नहीं है। अनाउंस तो करते हैं लेकिन फिर आड़ी टांग भी वही डालते हैं। ये रेल बजट मेन बजट में मर्ज करने से उसकी आइडेंटिटी तो चले गई, लेकिन जो सुधार कर सकते थे प्रभु जी रेलवे मिनिस्टर, और वो खुद भी वो एक पहले से मालूमात रखने वाले एक व्यक्ति थे, वो क्यों उन्होंने इसको फाइनेंस डिपार्टमेंट के साथ जोड़ा अभी मुझे मालूम नहीं हो रहा, लेकिन ये जोड़ना ठीक नहीं था, क्योंकि क्विक एक्शन लेने के लिए, तत्परता से काम करने के लिए, और जो कुछ भी बजट मिलता है बजट उनको ट्रांसफर कर सकते हैं। फाइनेंस डिपार्टमेंट अगर ये चाहती है कि 10 लाइनें नहीं लगाना है, 10 लाइन के पैसे वो जमा कर सकते हैं, लेकिन वो काम नहीं कर रहे हैं। उसके बजाय वो बड़ी मछली छोटी मछली को निगली।
Now, tax rates have been halved for the first slab by the finance minister. Now, what this means is that if your annual income is below 5 lakh rupees, you will save about 15,000 rupees per year. What do the people think about this move? Listen in.
See, tax relief is obviously good. We were all hoping that something would be done, so that's a good news. But I was still hoping that something would be done on the housing bit, especially on people living in the cities. I think just to push the demand, he should have done more. Maybe, I don't know, tax rebate or something. We were really hoping that something would be done on that.
I was expecting more of the tax relief happening, say 10 lakhs, and especially after demonetization with more taxes flowing in the indirect route. We being salaried, we are paying income tax, which is a hefty amount. Then we are paying all the service taxes, we don't know when the GST is coming out, what will happen after that. We are paying tax on everything, service tax, this tax, and I think we are suffering more than the average person.
Firstly, I think there should be some tax slab which had to be reduced. But since I've just got the news that it is reduced from 10% to 5% only, so it is not going to make a much of a difference for a middleman.
जो 2.5 लाख to 4 लाख हम लोग एक्सपेक्ट कर रहे थे कि 4 लाख नील हो जाएगा, एंड 4 लाख एंड अब जो भी है परसेंटेज 5% हो या 10% वो बेनिफिट हो सकता था, बट अभी वो 5% एनी वो टैक्स तो कटेगा, जो सैलरीड है उसको एनी पे करना ही है। नहीं, बजट से तो खुश नहीं, एक्सपेक्टेड जो था वो तो नहीं है।
एक्चुअली ये नोटबंदी हो जाने के बाद बहुत सारी एक्सपेक्टेशन थी गवर्नमेंट से कि बहुत सारा जो नॉर्मल पीपल है उनके लिए कुछ गवर्नमेंट करेगी, जो कि टैक्स स्लैब अभी जो रिवाइज हुआ है उससे टोटली अनहैप्पी हूँ।
In terms of salary, it's good, and we are happy with that they have cut down the rate percent. So it has been reduced to 5%. So it's good as of now.
So it is good for salaried people. The move has been good. It will be beneficial for all. But for housing, nothing much has been done, and especially in Bombay, where the property rates are really high, and nothing much has been done for housing loan tax rates also.
Middle class people cannot buy the house in the Mumbai, so government should do for the middle class people also.
One thing which I am happy about is the scrutiny time has been limited to 18 months. Otherwise, people who pay tax, we were called for scrutiny every other year. Though we pay more taxes every year, it used to be, so I'm happy that it's been made to 18 months.
देखो, जिन्होंने ये आज़ादी के लिए चरवड़ किया है, मेरे जैसे लोग कितने लोग होंगे मेरे को मालूम नहीं है, लेकिन जो सीनियर सिटीजन है जिन्होंने अपना बलिदान दिया है, तो उन लोगों को तो कुछ होना चाहिए, लेकिन कुछ नहीं दिखाई देता है.
There should the interest rates should be increased, especially for the senior citizen. But this post office that they had 9.3% was there. It was good. They had stopped this MIC also. Rate of interest is less. For them, senior citizen is very difficult. The bank interest also very less.
Actually, it's good news only. Even though it was 5% reduction, 12,500 will be saved for everyone who is working in this field. So it's per month, it's 1,000 rupees. Still, it's a good amount.
This budget, I think, reducing the slab from 10% to 5% in the slab of 2.5 to 5 lakhs is really a good move, especially for people who are starting their career immediately after their education, they will have something better in their hand to make their living better.
But one thing I would like to say, that the employee who are salaried, they are paying twice a tax. Once in their salary, another when we are going out to purchase any item. Again we have to give all the taxes like service tax, entertaining tax. Means double tax we are paying to the government. So please look into that.
It was supposed to be done for 2 lakh to 5 lakh people, so it is a good thing for them. And I don't think so we need such kind of reduction from our side, because we are already earning so much. So whatever money is getting deducted as a tax, it's going in the benefit of other people.
In a first of its kind budget, after 92 years, railways was a part of the union budget. And railway safety finally came in the focus this budget, and a Rail Sanraksha fund is to be set up with a corpus of 1 lakh crore over 5 years. But are the commuters impressed with the focus that the railways got? Disha caught up with some commuters. Listen in.
The finance minister, he did not really stress much about the railway budget, considering it was combined with the union budget. But do you really think that your expectations were met with the announcement?
Yeah, on the contrary, if you see the whole budget, the best part of it was there was no rate hikes in any of the categories. But on the other side, again, safety and security, which was not taken into consideration while taking out this budget.
But nothing much really has been spoken about in terms of safety, security. आपका क्या कहना है इसमें?
सेफ्टी सिक्योरिटी के लिए जो होना चाहिए था वो हम लोग का एक्सपेक्टेशन का पूरा नहीं हुआ है. Lot many things we can done in this budget. But since this is the first budget that is been combined with finance budget and railway budget, so it was very brave. Safety and security is not उस पर ध्यान नहीं दिया गया है ज़्यादा.
आपका क्या कहना है कि रेलवे बजट आपको कैसा लगा?
रेलवे बजट तो जो उन लोग ने दिया इस पर सेटिस्फाई नहीं है. अभी रोज़ इतने एक्सीडेंट होते हैं रेलवे में, लोकल ट्रेन्स में, तो लोकल ट्रेन्स थोड़ी बढ़ानी चाहिए. पब्लिक बढ़ती है और जो भी कोचेज़ जो आउट ऑफ जो ट्रेन जा रही है बारगांव की, तो उसमें जो भी कोचेज़ है उसकी तो हालत इतनी ख़राब है कि उसमें कोई है नहीं कि देखने जाओ तो टॉयलेट के जो दरवाजे हैं वो भी सब टूटे हुए रहते हैं.
रेलवे बजट मतलब फ्लॉप था कि सक्सेसफुल था? आपके हिसाब से आपको क्या लगता है?
It was a flop because they have announced that escalators, toilets, that is already existing. Something new should come out.
So do you think that this year around they have again made a new set of promises? Do you think that they will be able to deliver?
See, delivery basically if you see, the Modi government has already done a lot of things on the ground level. Reality is still, but yes, the projects are still, on this. So we cannot comment right now, but let his term get over, let this 1 year get over, what he is doing.
There were plenty of announcements for the real estate sector. Affordable housing got redefined and got the much-awaited infra status. Disha Shah caught up with Mayur Shah, the managing director of Marathon Group, on the proposals tabled by the finance minister on real estate. Listen in.
I'll tell you, the most important part is that not just affordable housing, but there is a big boost to the infrastructure. Infrastructure and housing are going to really boost the economic growth, revival of economic growth very quickly. In affordable housing, if you heard the speech, almost 3 times there was a stress on affordable housing and a government objective to achieve affordable housing's goal from 2022. Now, there are very big takeaway for the real estate developer and the housing industry is that they have already given an affordable housing at par with infrastructure status. Right. This was a long pending demand of CREDAI and CREDAI MCHI that we build roads. If somebody is building road up to our project, that is treated as infrastructure. But affordable housing was not treated. Now, that will give a fantastic boost to the funding of the project. Now, because the project funding will come down substantially, the cost of the funding and the availability of the funding with 2 parameters which were really, biggest bottleneck has been solved. In addition to that, there is an investment related climate is also been improved. Like we have a capital gain tax has been, that the time limit has been reduced from 3 years to 2 years. Now this will really boost so many people who have really sold property would like to come back to the market and reinvest.
SOPs for affordable housing has been extended from 3 years to 5 years.
Yeah, because that's what's happening is that any project, typically when takes off, almost 6 to 9 months goes into approval. So it is so difficult to complete a project of a large scale of 500 houses or 1,000 houses in 3 years. So that request was also been taken and is not now increased from 3 years to 5 years, so that all the projects which sometimes take a little longer time are also available.
With that, it's a wrap on this edition. For more news and updates, stay tuned to Magic Bricks Now.
You can watch live TV on our website mpnow.in. Find us on Facebook at facebook.com/magicbricksnow. And don't forget to click the like button. You can also follow us on Twitter at magicbricksnow. To stay updated with all our programming, hit the subscribe button on our YouTube channel by logging on to youtube.com/magicbricksnow.